Hi everyone, today I am going to be giving you my week 2 update on the Fast 800 diet. Here's my chart. This morning I weighed in at 165.4 pounds. My blood sugar was 116 milligrams over deciliter. My waist was 37.5 inches. And total overall, I have lost almost 1 stone, so 13.8 pounds. So with this week, I have lost a total of 4.8 pounds, so almost 5 pounds. Remember last week I lost 9 pounds, and this week I lost almost 5 pounds. It slowed down a bit, and I think next week I will just only expect to lose like 3 pounds if I lose any at all. And my waist, I have lost 3 inches on my waist since I started the Fast 800 diet 2 weeks ago. This week my waist size has gone down 1.5 inches, which was 1.5 inches last week too, for a total of 3 inches. My blood sugar has gone down from 340 milligrams over deciliter down to 116. I am now in the pre-diabetic range with my fasting blood sugar, and I feel so, there's just no word to describe how I feel. It's just amazing how quickly my blood sugar has gone down. But it was really tough actually though. Just going to this, touching on it a little bit, on day 12, 13, and I think day 11 too, my body was trying to adjust to a lower blood sugar, which was in the 100 range, whereas always used to like high 200s and 300. It was really hard on my body, and I felt almost like my blood sugar had dropped down to like 60, where I was shaky, and you know, you have that uncomfortable feeling where you're hot and cold. But when I checked my blood sugar, I checked my blood pressure, I was okay. It was just a matter of just trying to adjust to everything. So that was really tough, and physically that was tough, and mentally I was really thinking that I needed to just stop the diet because it was just too much. But fortunately I have my husband, and he was, you know, encouraging, and I kept on with my diet, and I feel better now. I feel so much better. Like yesterday and today I feel like myself again. I think definitely if you're doing this diet and you are type 2 diabetic, or if you have any other underlying medical conditions, you definitely need to work closely with your physician. I was taking my blood pressure medication on week 1. Towards the end of week 1, I was still feeling like lightheaded, and then I started getting kind of dizzy. I decided to monitor my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was actually too low, so I cut my blood pressure medication in half. I felt better, and then I started monitoring my blood pressure every night. I want to also talk to you a little bit about how I am able to lose so much weight in such a short period of time. So I've lost almost 14 pounds in 2 weeks, and which is, like I said, it's about almost a stone in 2 weeks. And how I'm doing that is that I am doing intermittent fasting. On every day I fast, and I'm doing 1 meal a day. So 80 to 90% of the time I'm doing 1 meal a day. Is like a rare exception, maybe like 2 times out of the whole time so out of these 14 days, there's been only 2 occasions where I actually ate more than 1 meal. And I usually fast like for 23 hours and just eat that 1 hour, you know, have that 1 hour eating window, which is usually just 1 meal, and then I am able to just go on throughout the day. So now on the other 2 occasions I did eat, I had the window, and that's like kind of like I gave myself a window from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. To be able to eat if I needed to eat. So, but when I did give myself that window, I only usually ate 1 meal a day, unless I was just feeling very hungry towards the end of the day, or unless I felt like I didn't get enough protein and fats in, and then so I did have to eat one more time. And by doing that, you are fasting, and I feel like it was healing my body, and I was mainly doing that for trying to make my blood sugar go down. So I concentrated. So this week 2 was really, I went hard on trying to get my blood sugar down and to a point where I felt like I can feel good about my blood sugar levels. If you have type 2 diabetes, and if you can fast in that way, that is helpful to, to bring down your blood sugar quickly, and also to be able to heal your body, and not only that, but lose weight and lose inches as a plus. In another video, I'll kind of show what I eat when I do my 1 meal a day. And my meals are just very basic. They're protein and vegetables. And then if I want something sweet, I'll have berries. And then actually today, I decided that every time I make it to a week, I'm going to actually have like a celebratory meal. And so prior to going on this diet, I would always love, like when I'm celebrating my birthday or whatever, my favorite thing to have is steak and potatoes, and cake, of course, because it's usually, cake or donut or some kind of pastry. So today I went and I got myself, a piece of steak, but I kept it within 4 to 5 ounces. So it's like a really small piece of steak, whereas like I had like 8 ounces and I cut it in half. So I was able to have that for lunch, and I'll show you also. I made some mushroom, and I stuffed it with a little bit of sausage, just enough to just give just enough to give the cream cheese flavor. And so I used 2 tablespoons of cream cheese and split it up between the mushrooms, mixed it with a little bit of sausage, and I stuffed that and baked it. And then I had some salad, and I bought some keto-friendly paleo ranch, is ranch avocado oil, and that was that dressing was not ranch. Okay, ranch is creamy and it's like white, but it was okay. But the calorie was actually 120 per 2 tablespoons, so I did about only half of that, so 60 calories, and I mixed it and I massaged it into the salad, and it was okay. I had like a greenery to eat, and but normally I love like Caesar salad, so that would be my go-to with my steak and potatoes. And let's see, and then I had fresh strawberries, and I also made myself a protein mud cake, I guess. If you look up keto mud cake, you'll have different kind of varieties of how to make a cake. I use my little baby cake machine that I have, and it's basically just doing it. You could do it in a mug, but it's basically just taking some protein powder and mixing it with egg and butter and cooking it, and it was awful. Like I took 1 bite of it and I was just like, ugh. That was gross. So I was like, well, save my calories, save my carbs, because the protein actually had a little carb because it had like pea proteins in there, which is good for you anyways, legumes. But I was just like, oh no, it was like, it had the worst aftertaste, it was just yuck. I made it to where I was still able to eat it. It was still under 800 calories. I got my protein in and I got the fat in. The only special thing that was a little bit different was that I added cream cheese, which I can eat too on this diet, but the only thing was that I'm trying to personally stay away from dairy, and I will allow myself dairy and like carbs, good carbs, like oatmeals and chickpeas and like beans like that. I'll allow myself that once a week, like once I've made it through the next week. So that's kind of like my treat, and so it's not so far-fetched and looking forward to Thanksgiving meal or the end of this diet, right? So that's something that has helped me keep motivated to continue on this diet, and has helped me. On week 2, I started incorporating more exercise into my diet, or into my way of life. And I'm starting with at least 3 to 4 times a week. I started doing at least 8,000 steps. I want to reach 10,000 steps a day, but I am just gonna reach for 8,000 right now. What I do is first thing in the morning, I get up and go into my garden and I do some work in the garden. But I actually got this book right here, the Fast Exercise book from Dr. Mosley, and I'm gonna read this week and maybe start incorporating this in the middle of week 3, which is starting right now. I might read this in a couple of days and then start it in the middle of the week and see how this helps my diet. I just want to thank all of you out there for giving me such great support when I felt like I just couldn't go on anymore. I just want to thank you for giving me your encouragement, your support, your tips and advice, your stories that have really touched me, and just, you know, commenting and writing. It has really kept me going. You inspire me to keep going, and in the same, I hope that I inspire you to keep going too as well. If you enjoyed this video, and I upload a video every Thursday for my weekly update. Next week will be week 3. I am not expecting to lose much weight or much inches next week, but my goal is to maintain my blood sugar level. So I'm gonna try really hard to do that. And if you haven't gotten the Fast 800 book yet, you definitely need to get it and read it. Like I said, chapter 7 is really important. That's like going to be your guide if you do read it. So if you are starting on this journey, I wish you good luck. If you are already on this journey and you are further along away, you know, I think that is awesome, and I hope to be there soon.